Hello, today is Sunday, January 16th, 2020, and today's message is, I welcome new technologies. My mind is capable of easily learning new things and grasping new concepts. And that is a really good message for me as I'm attempting to do my 365 readings this year of a daily tarot spread that's different, and in me even just trying it out on this platform of YouTube. So today I'm not doing the reading in Sasha Graham's book. It just really didn't speak to me, and it's Sunday. It's a really nice day, and I decided to call upon my angels here. We have Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Michael here guiding us. And so I went back and I was looking at just in my journal different spreads that I've done for when I read for people, and a lot of the reading requests that I get are around relationships. And they're not, it's really so subjective to do a reading on relationships for a collective, but because I haven't done that, and I've only just done them, for people individually, I was really called to do this today and sort of take my time, and I'm not doing a pick a card or anything like that, but I am going to, I'll post the questions that I'm going to be asking, but it's an 8-question spread that really is about asking spirit and to communicate between your higher self and your person's higher self, and to give us an indication of what it is that's going on with them, what's, what they're thinking about when it comes to you, any messages from their higher selves to you. So I took out a variety of oracles and tarot decks, and so we are going to spill some tea here from your person to you today. So let's get started, and we'll see. I hope this is clear in the setup so that we can see all the messages clearly. But let's get started, and let's start. I'm going to actually start with an oracle card here. I'm going to start with this is from the 7 energies. I think they're called 7 energies. Yeah, it's the oracle of the 7 energies. So we're going to pull a card from here to see what is the energy of this connection in the recent past. And these questions over time, I have my own tarot community and spiritual community that I work with, and we share spreads and commentary, and then we tweak things to fit our own needs and questions in that moment. But this one, sort of a quilt of multiple questions that I've asked in the past for people. And so let's see how this first, as we're learning, like today's message, learning new technologies and being up for trying them out, let's go ahead and try a sort of a romance relationship collective reading today. On this Sunday of here in the United States. For a lot of us, it's a long weekend. So tomorrow is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. We'll be having that time off. And if you are not here, then maybe, you're just at least maybe hopefully getting a chance to relax on this Sunday. And now we can sit back and, like I said, sort of spill some tea and see what we find. So the energy of this connection in the recent past. And we have into me, I see number 8. Number 8 is, an infinity type of symbol. It's into me, I see. The energy around this connection that you're asking about today is really in the recent past, right? This is really representing a mirror energy. A past connection, a a knowing when, you know, I'm getting a really solid sort of Two of Cups energy of this being somebody that you mirrored in a very, um, with a lot of synergy. There wasn't any real conflict because the union came together really organically. And it really, the energy was this feeling that you could both see deep into who the other person was, as if your higher selves were communicating, maybe some past life connection here. But I'm also getting the sense that this energy was really intense and it's infinite. So it does really speak to it being over time, over lifetimes, just an infinite, you know, connection. I don't do a lot of the ascribing of, you know, terms like soulmates and twin flames and terms like that. That's not necessarily my wheelhouse of terminology, or really ideology, I should say. But in my readings, you know, intuitively, I can say that the energy surrounding this connection in its recent past is one that has transcended time, and it will continue to do so. So if you were not together at this time, we're going to get some more information as to what's going on right now. But in this recent past, the connection has been, is, will be, continues to be really, really just drawn at the center of who you are. You see the good, the bad, the beautiful, all of it in this person, and they see that in you as well. It's a very mirrored energy of both of you being able to be vulnerable with each other and let each other in. But we're here for a particular reason, so I'm going to pull a tarot card too, and then I'm going to ask the next question as well. So 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's a definite framework, a solid foundation with this person that is not new to this lifetime. So that is the energy in the recent past around this union. But now let's look at what are the current energies of this connection. And I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to take a few cards here. I'm looking for 3 cards to see if we can really get an idea here. So let's do, there's 3 right there. Okay, so the current energy of this connection, let me move these here. We have 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Sun. So the current energy is that one of you is really busy with a work project, focused with work, whether it's school, a new program. Maybe you're taking, you know, you're getting a certificate or getting a higher degree in your area, or you're working towards a promotion, a big project at work. One, if not both of you, are really focused on work right now. And so in this current energy, while you're really busy with that, what's coming, this current work situation that's keeping one or both of you really busy is going to be the reward at the end of all of this hard work, is going to be a lot of material abundance. So this work will give you back this, you know, whether it is this promotion, which is extra money, or this degree that then also gives you a pay bump. So there's new money coming in as a result of this current work and project that is maybe keeping you from maybe spending time with this person. Although, to be honest, like this energy, there doesn't seem to be an issue right now with this connection. So if, you know, I called my archangels to bring forward a message here for the collective. I guess it was a part of me this sort of Sunday afternoon that thought I was going to get some real juicy tea spilled here on some connections. but the the message I'm receiving is that this is a really solid connection. It's, you know, it's got a solid foundation, a really, you know, solid framework on trust and mutual respect, that you really see each other. You know, you both see the whole person that you're with. You see each other completely, and there's a trust and a knowing amongst, you know, within this union. And currently, you're hard at work towards, you know, towards a goal, towards achieving something in your careers, in your workspace, and that is going to provide a lot of abundance. And ultimately, that abundance and this work that you're putting in right now leads to this sun. And it's amazing. This is amazing. Congratulations to those that this is resonating with, because, I mean, who doesn't want to be in that energy? Well, let's keep asking some more questions here. So let's see, what is the current energy your person has regarding this connection with you? So let's get some cards here to see what it is that they think about when they're asked about you, about their relationship. When people ask them, you know, do they say, you know, I'm with my person that I've been with over lifetimes, and we are the sun and the abundance of all that we want. Let's see, what is it that they say about you, what their energy is towards you. Let's see, let me move this. And so, King of Swords. I'm also seeing, you know, okay, let's see. I'm seeing a few things here. Okay, so the message is, okay. I'm definitely getting a feel that the person watching this is the feminine in the relationship, and that could be gender or just in characteristic. But this person who we're asking what their sort of energy or attitude towards, you know, regarding you in this connection, they're a very strong, very clear-minded, very focused person who, you know, for lack of a better descriptor, just a very masculine energy that really leads from their thoughts, from their minds. This Archangel Michael clarity of, you know, slaying any, you know, your protector, the slaying of any dragon that's coming at you in any way. They will take care of that. They're also very clear in their own thought processes. They're not caught up in, maybe they're not caught up in this idea of a soulmate or even a past life. Like maybe they don't ascribe to that or even think about that. But they are very protective of you and this union, and they do so in these very masculine, physical, tangible ways. Like I said, very protective, you know, in maybe, you know, making sure that your home is, you know, well taken care of, well stable. You know, looking back at this, you know, probably the, you know, if both of you are working towards this person, and it can be you as well, right? This person working towards something is very much to protect and take care of their home, of their partner, of what is theirs. They're very protective and very territorial over, and very clear about. And here's the Two of Cups. That into me I see. You know, here it is, prideful, strong energy, unifying, coming together, two cups perfectly balanced and matched. And the well is all about, this is really balanced. Having the Two of Cups in between the King of Swords and the well is like having Archangel, Gabriel in between Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. If the well is that it's an endless supply of water, of artistic, creative energy, of emotion that flows free, this King of Swords is what protects the wall from having anything get into it that doesn't belong, or it keeps it pristine and open for all that creativity and emotion to flow free. And what bring and that is that unity that comes together. It's very, like I said, the synergy is palpable between these two people, and they know that. So your person knows that, and that is how they view this connection. Is definitely, if I'm really getting the sense that the person watching this is this well, and their person is this King of Swords, but take it as it resonates for you, and how it works. And I'm getting another message too over here with this. Into me, I see. It's also this energy that both of you as individuals, not only one of those attributes that really bring you together is the ability to see each other, and what you see in each other is that you know who you are. You're confident and stable in knowing yourself, and so are they. And that is that foundation, that framework that has existed in the past for you, and what continues to keep you together and bring you together is not just that you have this Two of Cups, that you're each bringing your cup, but you're each bringing a full cup. And so together you just get to have this, this sun moment. And it's very balanced in its energies of mind and clarity and emotion, and passion abounds. So that is that current energy that your person has towards the connection and towards you. Now, how they really feel about you at this current time. So in that hard space, what do they feel about you? I'm going to pull from this romance oracle. Yeah, let's pull from here. So how this person truly feels about you. I mean, let's see. This could be the World card, that a message that does not align with all these other messages we've gotten comes through. Let's see what Spirit has for us. This is really, if you were drawn to this reading, maybe there's a part of you that's feeling a little insecure, or something's coming up, and maybe you just wanted to see, what's this current vibe here with my partner, or you're really aware that you two are just in this perfect bliss bubble, and sometimes that can make people uncomfortable too. Like you start getting weary about, why are things so great? For whatever reason, so far, this is the couple to envy. So what is this, how, this person really feels about you at this current time? Yeah, there it is. Okay. I'm going to, I'll grab two just to, okay. All right, here we go. Let's go for broken. Let's do three. Okay. So how they really feel about you at this current time, like what is in their heart? There is trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith, and they have that in you. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And wedding. The situation involves marriage. So for some of you, you are married. For some, maybe you're getting engaged. So maybe they've been secretive, and you're starting to feel like they're pulling away, and what's about to happen is a 2022 early in the year engagement, a proposal, right? Now, the other thing with this trust card, I really feel that this, above everything, this trust that lives in their heart space, it's really what allows them to, feel that they can be themselves with you, because you understand that they trust their heart to you. because they feel that in return. So the situation is calling for you to have faith. They have full trust in you and in this relationship, and that them feeling so secure in that heart space for themselves is what really allows this energy of this connection to be infinite, because there is no doubting from that person's perspective towards how they feel about you. This make an effort really speaks to me in this, because you're currently, like I said, either one or both of you are so busy right now on a project, on getting this coin, because this is the reward that's going to come with this extra work that does lead to this really beautiful sun energy and this, this abundance that's coming. But this work maybe is keeping you really tied up, which is also why you're probably watching the video to see what's going on. And so this make the effort, with this great love, there is worth taking the steps to, that you're guided to take. So this is a message for you to maybe reassess. Is there something you can do to maybe, like, what's your schedules? Where can you find time to maybe have coffee in the middle of the day, or schedule a time to talk? We have, again, like the message for today, with all these technologies at our disposal, how can you use, Zoom or Skype or FaceTime or WhatsApp or something, maybe you just have to make that effort to schedule that extra time to see each other. And like I said, if this is a marriage, it's, there is just something that you're really busy on right now, or that union of, again, this coming together over time, this establishing this foundation, this framework, that's on the horizon. If it is your current situation, this is just affirming that you are with the person that you are meant to be with. Let's see. So our next question would be something like, what this person truly wants from you. So like their true intentions regarding you at this time. Let's do tarot for that. Let's pull some tarot on that. Let's see. Oops. So yeah, what is their true intention at this current time with you? I mean, it's a good question. Like we were saying, there's this wedding potential, this trust, make an effort. There's this Eight of Pentacles. There's a lot of work that's going on, both, like I said, or one of you that's keeping you maybe away or a little preoccupied at this time. We have the Well, which is just the most infinite amount of creativity available, maybe even for this project. And there's definitely, this project is definitely guided by the promise of more money. And so maybe there's something around time I'm feeling here. Like, I feel like that this is a solid connection. There's nothing like for you to worry about like this. There is no third party situation here, or, the idea that you're spending too much time with kids or with your friends, or there's nothing that's taking you. There's no other person, whether it's family, friend, or foe, that is keeping you or your person away from each other. There is work and this really goal-oriented mindset of the promise of more money and more abundance, which is going to be the reward of this hard work. But I definitely feel like there are some questions around, maybe starting to feel like, is work gonna always be number one or take the place of something? And so I think that, you're being asked to make the effort, or, and maybe you making the effort to, to trust in this union. Remember that there is this Into Me I See card. And so with that, feeling comfortable to ask them, to have that conversation and making the effort, you're asking the questions, dip into the well and ask, what's going on? Is there something that we should be doing, that I can be doing, that we need to do to make sure that we keep this union as pristine? And really, as you have Wedding and Three of Pentacles, two really affirming cards in regards to not being afraid of making the commitment to build the foundation and have a strong structure from where to grow. So let's see what this person, their true intentions, right? And at this current time regarding you. I'm just going to pull 3 cards. Well, okay, we have the Hanged Man, the Star, and the Queen of Wands. Just like the King of Swords had that real masculine energy, this has a really solid, strong feminine energy. Here is how this person truly regards, or what is their intentions with you. They see you like this Queen of Wands, and that is, you are their fantasy, their ultimate desire of all things feminine that you embody. You embody that. They're really, really physically, sensually, sexually attracted to you, and they have you on a pedestal. And they see that, and so they're guided to take a pause. If someone were to ask, what are your intentions with this person? And again, you could be in a marriage and have the house and the family and all of that. And if someone were to ask them, when they talk about you and this union, it takes their breath. It catches them off guard every time. Every time, from the time they met you until this present time, it takes their breath, and they're left hanging, almost out of breath, as they find the words to describe how they don't even understand how they've met you, and not only how they've met you, but how they've convinced you to be with them, because you are their dream come true. You're everything that they dreamt of, and that they imagined, and that they desired, they wanted in a partner. And now that they can have you, they don't take that for granted, because they still see you as this queen, that they need to, in this, King of Swords energy, really protect. They take great pride in this union, because they still can't believe that you're their person. And so it definitely stunts them. But they're not unrealistic in seeing you as this queen. This is very much a deserved praise of their wish come true of who you are. And so I'm thinking back here again to this make an effort. This could also just be their feeling towards, how they have this trust, and how they see that, that mirror of what they've always wanted. And so this making an effort is also, it's definitely something that they think about. Like, they're not lazy about it. And I think right now, if there was anything that is, and it's not a bad thing, it's just in this effort to work really hard to have more material resource towards, this happy ending. It does work out. I just feel like this is the energy where there's a little bit of that, maybe time is being spent a little bit different. And so in that regards, both of you taking the time to talk to each other, and to explain, and just to remind yourselves, like I said, that you're in this really beautiful space, and how they would, if asked, they might say something like, I think I continually need to make more effort. I'm working really hard because I want to do X, Y, Z. Maybe it is paying for this, your dream wedding, that they know you've shared and you've fantasized with. And so they're trying to work really hard to make sure they can give you that wedding. And so they're pausing too, to make sure that in an effort of working so hard to get you what you want, that you don't start to feel isolated, or that they're not available to you, and vice versa. I would say, think about that message. But it's so great. I just got goosebumps thinking about the messages that I was getting in regards to how this person talks about you, or their intentions towards you, how they feel. It's really sweet and really passionate and committed. Very loyal energy. Okay, so if they could tell you anything, what would it be? And these are the twin flame journey messages by Mystic Moon, and she has two decks. So it's one, the red roses are the first deck, and then two where she did a second deck of, on these twin flame messages. So like I said, there's not necessarily a term that I am familiar with. I'm familiar with the term, soulmate, twin flame. Oh my gosh, I just blanked on. There's like a few other terms, but they're not necessarily, like I said, in my wheelhouse of what of how I use those terms. But we are going to use these twin flame journey messages to see what would they say to you right now. Anything that they could say, what would it be right now? I feel too much pressure right now. So yeah, this work is really where it's at. So there's a lot of pressure here to this. And there is a definite message here that for some of you, it is paying for this dream wedding. Because it's about starting off this life together. And starting off with all of your dreams, all your, fulfilling all of your wishes. And so there is some pressure towards this work. So there is a little of that. You are never far from my mind. I want to pull one from the other side. Let's see. You are never far from my mind. Yeah, you definitely occupy their thoughts. Oh, see, I know I screwed things up and honestly have no idea how to fix it. All right, let's do one more of these. You are an angel. Okay. All right, this is much clearer. Okay, so if they could say anything to you right now, I've pulled 4 messages here. We have, I feel too much pressure right now. You were never far from my mind. I know I screwed things up and honestly have no idea how to fix it, and you are an angel. Okay. So you know how I was saying, like, this is so perfect. How can anybody be here asking any questions? So if you're here and you're wondering the same thing, like, we are this amazing, like, we're so great together. Why did they do this? So they've done something, and I'm going to keep going back to work and this planning of something big. Either you're in the process of buying a home and it's getting built, you're planning a wedding, and it's just in the early planning stages. Maybe it is a big home renovation. Maybe you're moving. This work card, this career card here of working towards this new offer of money that gives you the sun. Any one of those scenarios can have you moving locations or contemplating, it's on the table, this possibility of moving from one home to another. And that could even mean distance. It can be, just starting out as wedding, that's huge, that's a huge commitment. And the planning of it, it's really the ultimate test of a relationship sometimes, and how you get through those stages. So any of these areas are, in general, for anybody, moving, career, beginnings, changes, buying, property, or like I said, just residential, living situations, moving around, making a commitment for wedding, maybe deciding to have children. Any one of these areas are really, really stressful. And you have this great foundation from where you're situated with this person to have these conversations and really discuss them and unpack them to where you're both feeling comfortable. And if they could say anything to you right now, they understand that maybe they began or they did start these conversations in the wrong way. Maybe they came home, and any one of these could have happened abruptly. We're engaged, guess what, I booked a venue, we're getting married next weekend, here's what we're doing. Or you had a plan of eloping, and then they brought your parents from out of town and included them, and you didn't have that plan. Or they're working really hard to get this promotion, and it's going to move your whole, both of you somewhere else, and they didn't actually talk to you about it first. They just went ahead and did that. So it's something in the space that you are their angel. You're never far from their mind. And because of that, they can feel sometimes like this pressure. Like I said, they have you on this pedestal that I don't get the vibe that it's unrealistic. I do get the vibe that you are special and you are a queen and you do deserve this pedestal, and that there's a lot that you've achieved and have accomplished. And so, therefore, this is where they see you. But there is a little bit of that that can sometimes be off putting. You didn't give yourself this title, but when they're so stunted by you and they see you in this way and they have so much love for you, that they know that, you are that Two of Cups. You are their, into me, I see. They have full trust in you and they're working so hard towards this, that that same pressure can, kind of foot in mouth, or thinking they're doing something, a grand gesture, and it's like, whoa, we shouldn't have done that without talking to me. Like, these are things we have to do together. And that's definitely the feeling I'm getting, that if they were going to tell you that anything right now, it would be, you are always front and center in their mind. You're their angel. And in whatever this big life changing moment that's happening for you both right now, they are feeling some pressure. And in that, they know that they're screwing up some stuff, they're messing up some things, and they're not sure how to fix it, because it does seem like it's a big one. Like I said, either they got this big promotion, maybe they didn't tell you about it, and they were, because it was such a long shot and they've been working so hard, and now they've gotten it and they're so excited. But maybe you were doing, I'm getting the message for some of you that you were both doing that, which is really indicative of this marrying card and the Two of Cups. Like, you were both working towards a surprise, maybe for the other and for yourselves, like as a couple. And when you both came, like, bottle of champagne in hand, let's celebrate, I got this, and the other person was like, me too. And it's like, we're gonna move to, New York, and the other person's like, San Francisco. And now you're both like, wait, what? But as big as that seems and sounds and all of that, there is this hangman pause energy that this can be resolved, and it will be resolved. You just need to take the time to have the conversation. So let's do some advice and guidance for you regarding this connection. So, sort of recommended next steps. I would say these are timeless readings. This one in particular is actually, all the readings I've done are pretty timeless. Yeah, and then have been dated. The day that I do them, there's like, it's symbolic to that date, but you can do the spreads anytime. And this is the same way. So, but I would say, if you're watching this today, I would say next steps, we're thinking, like, I would say a 30-day, I'm getting between 30 and 45 days sort of window, if this is sort of advice and guidance for you regarding this situation and sort of recommended next steps. So, surrender. I can release my need to control. Okay, we're going to unpack this. I'm going to pull 3. Relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. It's amazing. Should not surprise me. Get surprised every time by Spirit and their messages. And today I'm really drawing on Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Michael. Okay, so it's really clear here. Advice and guidance for you regarding this connection and sort of recommended next steps over this sort of upcoming 30 to 45 day window. First and foremost, I would say, make the effort for yourself to remember that there is love here. Above and beyond, there is no question here, the messages we've received, that there is love. And so you are committed to this practice of seeing the good in all things, and that is in your relationship as well. Like, not just nitpicking. Whatever this work situation is for you or your person, there is just no other area that's more important or that outweighs the love that you have in this connection, because there's trust, because you're so well suited for each other, because you see all of the potential. You're aware of it. It's not as if one of you is blinded to it and the other one trying to convince you of it. If anything, the convincing here is to surrender. You can release the need to control. So this can take this side for either you or your person. It goes back to this, I know I screwed up, honestly, and I don't know how to fix it, or I'm feeling pressure. This hangman status too. Like, let's surrender, from this King of Swords even to this Queen of Wands, is that need of controlling the situation. Maybe they need to release some of that control and let you maybe chime in with more opinions on certain aspects of what it is, this decision or the situation that has got you here. Maybe you need to do that as well and let them know that regardless of what, there is love. You're making that effort, and so you can each surrender that need to control that really allows you to listen and really hear what the other person is saying. And then relationships, which is ultimately what we're here talking about today. And you're attracted to those people who serve your higher good. And as we open this reading, you have that infinity symbol, that 8. I have one right here. I'm just connecting that dot right now. I was so focused in this message. There is this person into me I see. You know who you are, and they give you this 3 of Pentacles. They're that foundation. They are this relationship that serves your higher good, because they are so secure in who they are that they give you the confidence to be secure in who you are and be confident in who you are in this, whether you're that King of Swords or you embody some King of Swords energy and some Queen of Wands energy, whatever that is, this energy and this connection is not lost on either of you, of how special it is and how unique, and how relationships that you attract that which serves you. And this relationship does that. But we're human and things happen, and so someone's feeling a little pressured. Like I said, there's a lot of work, there's a lot of abundance and sun energy coming in. But right now, one of you or both of you are feeling a little pressured, a little insecure, and feeling that maybe you did something in a valiant effort that might have not been received that way. And so we need to make the effort, reach out, surrender some of that control, and ask what's going on. Remember that love is really, it's everywhere in this reading for you, for both of you. And so it's there's this really solid foundation of trust. We have this beautiful 3 of Pentacles. I mean, really every card here is just the most, it is just, for this Sunday afternoon, this was such a fun, beautiful fairy tale reading that I have now made a mess of in trying to situate the storyline, but it was there how we did it from the beginning. And so, yeah, I'm going to have a really great rest of my afternoon, imagining well, not imagining too hard, but really understanding this kind of love, this kind of relationship, and how beautiful that is. If this is not, if you stuck around listening to the whole thing and you're not in a relationship, you're not looking for a relationship, I'm getting this last message from my angels here that if this resonates just for you in a way that you're this reading makes sense to me and I don't have somebody, it is you and yourself. This into me I see. It is just the confirmation that you are on the right path and that you love yourself, and there is nothing better than that feeling of filling up your own cup first, to be able to open up to the possibility of someone else in your, coming into your life, which very well could be coming in around the corner because you're at this point in your life. Definitely it does not need to be romantic, although really the energy was guided more towards that. But I'm definitely having this final message that if you are listening to this, you are your own vessel as well, and that is what makes you a great partner to someone else. Great. Thank you, and I will see you again tomorrow.